God, right? So you know your nationality now, right? Right? Somebody give me Genesis chapter, give me Genesis chapter 32. Genesis 32 and 28.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 32 and verse 38.
You know.
And it reads.
28? 38. Or somebody
Cant. And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob.
What?
Thy name shall be called no more Jacob.
You're no more called African American.
Right.
Right? Asiatic. Right? Moorish American.
Right.
Right? Black. Right? Negro. Right? Those are no longer your terms no more, brother. Right? You're not black. You're not this. You're not that. Right?
That's
you what? Right? You know?
Thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel.
What?
But Israel.
What?
But Israel.
You an Israelite, man.
Right.
You're a mighty king on the earth. Right?
That's
so those
right.
things that you got to do. Right? The brother gave you commandments. Right? Finish out. Job 22 and 21.
Job chapter 22 and verse 21.
Bring it on.
Acquaint now thyself
What
with
the Lord
him.
say?
Acquaint now thyself with him.
Right? You got to acquaint yourself with the Most High now. Man.
Right.
And be at peace.
Uh-huh.
Thereby good shall come unto thee.
Right, read.
Receive, I pray thee, the law from his mouth.
Right, you gotta receive the law from the Most High, man. You gotta write these things upon your heart, meaning your mind, brother. You gotta keep these things, right? The brother gave you commandments, right? You know what you can and can't eat, right? That's what pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, right? You know about the Sabbath day. You can't just hear these things today and then go tomorrow and then profane the Sabbath.
Right.
Right? Go tomorrow and then go to bubblegum shrimp or whatever different things I got out here, man. Right? You gotta take these things and use them, right? So good can come unto you, right? Read on.
And lay up his words in thine heart.
Right, that's right. Right, real quick, give me somebody give me the book of Sirach. You said, huh? Yeah, you can eat turkey. Right? They got chicken, bacon. Nah, can't eat him. That's important. Right? This your big brother? Y'all with each other? All right, well, hey, you gotta help him out, man. Help him out, right? You just ask, hey, can I eat him? Right? You gotta let him know, hey, nah, you can't do that. Right? That's right. That's right, man. Hey, don't eat pig butt.
That's right.
Right? Can't eat pig butt up here.
Right.
Right? That's going on. Right? Give me,
That's right.
Come on, King. We ready. Hey, this love, King.
What's going on, brother? Right?
This is the mighty book of Sirach, chapter 23, verse 24.
Bring it on.
Salakia, 23. All these things are the book of the covenant.
What did he say?
All these things are the book of the covenant
of the Most High God, even the law, which Moses commanded for an heritage.
For what?
for a heritage.
Right? Hey, brother, you want to learn your heritage right now. Because if I asked you what your heritage was, what would you tell me? What's our heritage, brother? What's our heritage? What was our customs, right? What we used to wear, what we used to eat, what day? Did we always celebrate Christmas? You think we were celebrating Christmas when we were slaves and before then? Right? Did we wear slave clothes all the time? Right? What kind of food did we eat? Was we eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster back then? Right? What days would these are? Hey, these are the things that we gotta ask in these last days, right? So
Right.
Give me Job 8 and 8, right? I want you to give me Leviticus chapter. Give me Job 8 and 8. Give me Leviticus chapter 26 and 38. Somebody else give me Job chapter 17 and verse 6.
The book.
Right, I want this one first. I want Job 8 and 8 first.
This is the prophet Job, chapter 8 and verse 8.
Bring it on.
For inquire, I pray thee,
Of the
for of the former age.
Right, it said, inquire, I pray thee of the former age. Right, so we got to inquire about these things that our forefathers did. We got to know about what they was doing back then.
Right.
Because why are we in the position that we in now? Why are we at the bottom of society right now?
Right.
Right? How come we in the slums, the ghettos? Hey, well, how come if you go down there and go on the street, you see nothing but our people just like this, just walking around, just going to and fro throughout the earth with nothing to do? Right? Why we getting gunned down in the streets? By our own people and by our oppressors.
Right.
How come none of these other nations is going through the things that we going through today? These are the things that we need to be asking ourselves in these last days.
That's right.
Because if we don't know how we got in that position, how can we ever get out?
Right.
Good question.
Right? Read on.
And prepare thyself to the search of their fathers.
Right, and prepared ourselves for the search of our fathers. And that's what we're going to do for you today, brother, right? Leviticus 26 and 38.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 26 and verse 38.
Bring it on.
Ye shall perish among the heathen, and the land of your enemies shall eat you up.
It said we shall perish in the land of our enemies, man. The people of our enemies are going to eat us up as a people, right? we're showing you our people in the scriptures, the things that our people are going through in the scriptures. Because a lot of people would say this is a white man book. Oh, this is a white man book. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about them. Right? They got nothing to do with this. Right? This and that. Right? Every time somebody say that, we know they ain't read it before.
Right.
Right? Because this is all talking about our people.
Right.
And they that are left of you shall pine away in their iniquity in your enemy's land.
It said we will pine away in our enemy's land, man. That's what you see happening to us today. We're pining away through iniquity, sin. Right? Read on.
And also the iniquities of their fathers shall they pine away with them.
Straight like that. And we're pining away from the iniquities of our forefathers.
Right.
That's what in the scriptures said we've done worse than our forefathers.
This is the mighty book of Job, chapter 17, verse 6.
Read out.
He hath made me also a byword of the people.
Right? He said we've been the byword among the people. You know what a byword is, brother? Being called something you're not. Like nigga, spit, wetback, right? African American. Right? That's a byword. You're not African American, brother. Right? That's the last name of two so-called white men.
Come on!
You're not the last name of two continents, man. Right? You got a God-given nationality.
Right.
Right? Read on.
And aforetime I was a tavern. Mine eye also is dim by reason of sorrow.
Right? It said our eyes are dim. When you say our people's eyes are dim, not literally. Right? But we go through depression, anxiety. We always sad. We always mad. You walk down the street, you just see a Jake walking. He just got a mean mug on his face. Right? Read on.
And all my members are as a shadow.
Straight like that. Right?
This is the lamentation of Jeremiah, verse 3 of chapter 1.
Go!
Judah is going into captivity.
The Lord said,
Judah is going into captivity.
He said Judah is going into captivity, man.
That's right.
Right? What people on the earth would you say in captivity right now? Huh? Yeah, what people going through bondage, slavery, right? Somebody give me Deuteronomy 4 and 20, right? Give me 1 Kings chapter 8 and verse, give me 1 Kings chapter 8.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4, verse 20.
Read out.
The Lord hath taken you and brought you forth out of the iron furnace.
Right, out of the iron furnace. If I put you inside of an iron furnace, right, a box iron furnace, do you think you would be comfortable there? Right, you would be hot, stuck between the rock and the hard place, kind of, right? Read on.
Even out of Egypt.
Right, even out of Egypt. Now in the scriptures, right, the Lord brought a specific people out of the land of Egypt. They were slaves in Egypt, right? What do people on the earth are considered slaves today? Would you consider yourself a slave? Why not? Because you're not, right? You pay taxes? You don't pay taxes, brother? Do you work?
Yeah.
For who?
What you mean?
You work for the state, right?
Yeah.
You build up their economy, right? Every time you go and spend money in the stores, right? Are you building up your economy? Right? We're not building up our economy. When we had one in Tulsa, Oklahoma, what happened to it? They blew it up.
Right.
That's called slavery, brother. You got your ancestors got brought over here without no goods. Right? That's called slavery. You still in the land where your forefathers was taken captive to. Right? Just because we can have a car, right? We can have a job, we can provide this and that. That don't mean we're not in slavery.
Right, come on!
Right? They just took the chains off.
Right.
Why? 'Cause now we destroyed mentally. Right? That's the only difference. Right? Finish up.
Even out of Egypt to be unto him a people of inheritance, as ye are this day.
Right, because we're an inheritance unto the Lord. Right, these things only happen to a specific group of people. Right, so we're painting a picture for you in the scriptures of what people this may be. Right, give me Songs of Solomon 1 and 5 up the shop. Right, give me Job chapter 30 and verse 30.
Bring it out. Bring it out.
Bring it
Songs
out.
of Solomon, chapter 1 and verse 5.
Bring it out.
I am black, but comely.
He said, I am black. This is King Solomon. This is one of our kings, man. He was a king of the nation of Israel. He said, I am black, but comely. That word comely means handsome or beautiful. He just called himself a handsome black man.
That's right.
Right? You think a white man wrote that? Right? Go, drop down to verse 10.
Verse 10. Thy cheeks are comely with rows of jewels.
People on the earth love the word grills. That's right. Right? Do that sound like a white man to you? Right, read on.
Thy neck.
Thy what?
Thy neck.
Read.
With chains of gold.
Said thy neck with chains of gold. What people wear chains of gold?
Wake him up,
Sound like us, right? If I ain't know no better, I think this Bible talking about us whole time.
That's
right.
right.
So we gotta figure out what the Lord called us.
Right.
Right? Because what you call yourself? What's your nationality, brother? You said what? Black. Black. Yeah. Right. What's your nationality, brother?
Hebrew Islam.
That's right.
Brother say Hebrew Israelite.
That's right.
Right? Did the Lord ever call anybody black? Did he ever call anybody, all right, you're from the tribe of black, right? You're from the tribe of white, you're from the tribe of brown skin, right? The Lord never did that. Right? That we got 18 nations upon the earth, right? We got to figure out where we come from. Why? So then we can figure out why we in this position that we in, right?
That's right.
Get right to the point. Deuteronomy 28:68.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68.
Yeah.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
It said, and the Lord shall bring our people into Egypt, right? Earlier, somebody give me 1 Kings chapter 8 and verse 53.
Look at 1 Kings chapter 8 and verse 53.
Bring it out.
For thou didst separate them,
So like 51.
51, for they be thy people and thine inheritance, which thou broughtest forth out of Egypt from the midst of the furnace of iron.
Said from the midst of the furnace of iron. Why? Because our people wasn't living good in Egypt. Right? We wasn't prospering in Egypt.
At all.
In slavery in Egypt, man.
Right.
We was going through bondage, slavery, hell, captivity. Right? You know what another word for grind is? Right? If you look it up on your phone, it say hell. Right? Don't our people say, man, I've been grinding all day.
Right.
I've been grinding all day. Meaning what? Brother, we going through hell where we at, man.
Bring it out.
Right? Go back to that. Go.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Right? It said the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt, meaning bondage and slavery. Right? How did we get to America? Ships, right?
With ships.
With ships.
That's right. I never heard that before in church. Right? It said the Lord will bring us again into Egypt with ships, meaning bondage and slavery on ships. What people on the earth went into slavery on ships? Us. Right? Did the white man go into slavery on ships? The Chinese man. Who that gotta be talking to? Right, read on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
You ever been back to your homeland, brother? You know where your homeland is? Right, give me the book of Galatians 4:26.
No. This is the book of Galatians, chapter 4, verse 26.
Bring it out.
But Jerusalem.
But what?
But Jerusalem,
What?
but Jerusalem.
But Jerusalem. That's in Israel, brother.
Right.
Right, but Jerusalem, Rick.
Which is above is free, which is the mother of us all.
That's the motherland, brother. That's
right.
the motherland, man. Right? We giving you your heritage slowly right now, right? You came up here before, you ain't know where we was from. A lot of people would have said Africa.
Right.
Right? Not even, but what country in Africa? Right? It's a lot of countries in Africa. Right, brother? Your homeland is Jerusalem.
Right.
Read on. Hold on, real quick, bro.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
You had never been back to Jerusalem before, read.
And there
Ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Sold to when we came over here. Right. That's right.
for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
Right, meaning we haven't been redeemed out of this captivity. Right? Don't you want to get redeemed out of this captivity, brother? So what you gotta figure out how to.
Right.
Right? You can't do that if you leave. Right? Give me 2 more minutes. Right? Somebody give me 1 Kings. Give me 1 Kings chapter or 2 Kings chapter 22 verse 13.
This is 2 Kings chapter 22 verse 13.
Here we go.
And it says, "Go ye, inquire of the Lord for me."
It said, "Inquire of the Lord for me." Right? Well, I asked you earlier, why are people, right? Aren't our people at the bottom of society? Why are we at the bottom of society? Right? Because if you don't know what happened, you can never get out, brother.
Right.
Right? Read.
"Go ye, inquire of the Lord for me, and for the people, and for all Judah, concerning the words of this book that is found. For great is the wrath of the Lord."
It said, "Great is the wrath of the Lord." Don't you think that the Most High's wrath is great against us right now, man? Right? We filling up the prison houses. Right? We getting gunned down in the streets. Right? We hate each other. Right? Read on.
"That is kindled against us, because our fathers have not hearkened unto the words of this book."
It said because our fathers didn't hearken to the words of this book.
Right.
That's why we in the situation that we in. Because we didn't listen to the word that was in the book. It's like if I give you a blueprint on how to get down the street, right? You got a GPS on how to get to, I don't know, somewhere in the city, right? And you don't follow the GPS, right? The GPS telling you to go straight, then make a right, and you say, all right, I'm about to make a U-turn and then go right. That's what we did with the Lord.
These readings in the Bible.
You said what?
This coming from the Bible.
That's right. No. It's the King James Bible. That's
right.
Right. It's talking. Right. Somebody, real quick, give me Isaiah 42 and 22. Real quick.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 42, verse 22. But this is black power. But this is a people robbed and spoiled. Robbed and spoiled.
Yeah, this is a people that's robbed and spoiled. When you say our people robbed and spoiled, right? Read.
They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in
Prison houses.
Where?
In prison houses.
Who's filling up the prison houses, brother?
Good question.
This is our book. This is literally our history. That's right. I'm trying to give you your nationality, your heritage, what we used to wear, what we used to eat, the days we used to observe. Because I don't want you to walk away from here and still calling yourself black. African American. Still celebrating damn Christmas. Thanksgiving. Right? And hating your brothers in your heart. I'm gonna just say it. A fool would do that. Keep believing in stuff that they shouldn't be believing in. A fool will believe whatever their oppressors tell them to do. Right? If you won't let nobody just walk around and be like, go over here, go over there, go over here. The white man came over here and told you to move. Right? You gonna move? Right? Nah. So how can we listen and observe all the different things that they give to us? Right? So brother, you got the chance right now to continue learning your heritage.
That's right.
Right? Read on.
For great is the wrath of the Lord that is kindled against us, because our fathers have not hearkened unto the words of this book, to do according unto all that which is written concerning us.
Concerning us, our people, not the entire world, but concerning us. Right? So you know how to get the kingdom of heaven, brother?
Shit, how to get there?
Yeah. You know what to do? Right? This is a flyer for you. How do you accept it?
I accept it.
So what you got? So you think you can just say, I love you, and then that's good?
No, he know that I mean it, though. Like, if you mean it, then yeah.
How you show love towards the Most High?
You can.
You say you can?
I mean, by following his word.
That's
it.
Right. That's right. Somebody give me Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6 and verse 17. Right? Give me John 14 and 15.
I got John.
This is the book of John, chapter 14 and verse 15. If ye love me,
What the Lord say?
If ye love me,
What Jesus say?
if ye love me,
What?
keep my commandments.
Right like that, man. He said, if you love me, keep my commandments. Right? Do you know some commandments, brother?
Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal. Stuff like that.
So 2?
Yeah.
Right? And it's more than that, man.
That's right.
It's more than the 10 commandments. Right? It's 613 commandments.
Right.
Right? So, and we gotta learn these different things. Can I give you 3, brother, that you didn't know? Real quick. All right. Get up, man. Tom, bring it up.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 15 and verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel and bid them that they make them fringes.
That they make them what?
That they make them fringes.
And the borders of their
You
garments.
know what fringes are, brother? Right? That's what you see all these mighty kings down in the borders of their garments. Right? Fringes. Right? Read on.
Throughout their generations. And that they put upon the fringe of the borders
A ribbon of blue.
Right?
And it shall be unto you for a fringe,
that ye may look upon it
and remember all the commandments of the Lord.
Some of them.
All the commandments of the Lord.
Right? So you can remember the commandment. We're not up here trying to make a fashion statement. We just want to match.
Right.
We just want to look cool. Now we wear these so we can remember the commandments, man.
That's right.
We wear these because it's our heritage, man.
That's right.
It's what the Most High gave to us.
Look it up.
Right? Read on.
And do them.
And what?
And do them.
Right? Straight like that, man. So that's one commandment that we got to keep. Right? Bring this up.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
What the Lord say?
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart.
The Lord said you can't hate your brother in your heart.
Right.
You can't hold no grudges towards your own people. Read.
Thou shalt in any wise
Rebuke thy neighbor
and not suffer sin upon him.
Right, so we gotta have love towards our people in these last days, man. Whatever hurt somebody that done to you, hey, it ain't that deep. Because you can't go to heaven. Because if we don't forgive our brothers, the Most High can't forgive us. That's right. We would be a fool. We would be a fool to not want to forgive our brothers, but then pray to the Most High for forgiveness. Right. Right. That's hypocritical, man. You're a hypocrite. Right. So that's another commandment. Right. Bring this up. See Jeremiah 17.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 20. And say unto them, verse 21, thus saith the Lord, take heed to yourselves and bear no burden on the Sabbath day.
Right, the Lord said bear no burden on the Sabbath day. Now this is a commandment that's in the 10 Commandments.
That's right.
But a lot of people don't even keep the 10 Commandments. Right, read on.
Nor bring it in by the gates of Jerusalem.
Right, you know when the Sabbath day is? Or you ever heard of the Sabbath day?
Sunday.
Sunday?
So, I mean, some people say Saturday, but it's Sunday, ain't it?
Nah, it's Saturday. Okay. Right, contrary to popular belief.
Right.
Because Sunday is the beginning of the week. That's
right.
Look at the calendar, is where it's at the beginning. Right, you count 7 days from Sunday. What's at the end of the calendar? Saturday.
Right.
So Saturday is the 7th day. Right, that's the Sabbath day. Even in the Spanish language, they say Sábado.
That's right.
Right, read on.
Verse 22. Neither carry forth a burden out of your houses.
Right, it said don't carry forth a burden out of your house. So don't be in the house cooking, cleaning, right? Don't take the trash out on the Sabbath day.
That's
right?
right.
The Lord literally gave us a day to where we just, hey, relax, man. Right? Relax and learn and get into this history book, man.
Right.
And learn about your forefathers.
That's
man.
right.
Learn about your customs. Right, read on.
Neither carry forth a burden out of your houses on the Sabbath day, neither do ye any work, but hallow ye the Sabbath day as I commanded your fathers.
Right, so we gotta keep that day holy. All right, this is the last one, right? Because I'm gonna tell you a nationality.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 29, verse 1.
Yo.
These are the words of the covenant
Which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
Right, with the children of Israel, man. The Most High God, hey, gave us the Sabbath day.
Right.
The Most High God told us we had to wear fringes. Right, the Most High God told us we can't hate our brothers in our heart.
That's right.
He told that to the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
That's right.
Right there. What you see right here, man. Right, so that's what you are, brother. You're an Israelite, man. Would your father be a so-called black man in America, a so-called black African American? You say you don't know him?
Yeah.
Well, more than likely, King, you probably Judite, man. An Israelite from the tribe of Judah. That's right. Right? You're not black. That's the color out of a crayon box.
Right.
You're not Asiatic. You're not Moorish American. Right. You're not African American. Right. You're not none of these different terms. Right. You're an Israelite. You're a mighty king upon the earth. Right. You carry yourself as such in these last days. Come back home. All right, brother. What's your nationality?
What you said is,
The Lord said.
what the Lord say?
These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses.
Oh, see, now I gotta stop you, brother, man. I gotta stop you. Right? You love the Lord, King, don't you?
You said what?
I said you love the Lord, don't you?
Yeah.
Can you throw that cigarette out for me? Somebody give me 1 Corinthians. You said, huh?
I paid for this. I repent.
It's not lit,
I repent about it.
Oh, no, brother, you can't do that, bro. Come on, bro. Just throw it to the side,
We love you.
Go to the side, brother.
Turn down that old leaven.
Somebody give me Sirach chapter 5 and verse 3. Give me Sirach 5 and 3. That's madness.
This is Sirach chapter 5 in verse 3.
Bring it out.
And say not, who shall control me for my works? For the Lord will surely revenge thy
Hey,
pride.
the Lord will surely revenge thy pride, man. I paid for this. I'll repent later for it, man. That's madness. The
Right.
Lord will surely revenge that, read on.
Verse 6. And say not, his mercy is great.
His what?
His mercy is great.
That's what a lot of people like to say, man. They like to say, oh, I'll repent later for it. We got mercy. We got mercy right now, right? I'm going to just do this and then hey, the Lord, it don't work like that, right? Right, read on.
He will be pacified for the multitude of my sins.
Right, read on.
For mercy and wrath.
Mercy
come.
and what?
Mercy and wrath.
Hey, yeah, mercy come from the Lord, but hey, wrath come from the Most High. Right, read on.
Mercy and wrath come from him, and his indignation rested upon sinners.
See that, man? So you want to smoke cigarettes, you want to smoke blunts. Hey, the Lord gonna give you that type of rebuke, right?
Right.
Right. Hey, he's That's madness. Right?
madness.
Book of Habakkuk chapter 1 and verse 3. Me Habakkuk 1 and verse 3. Right? Somebody give me the book of Hosea chapter 14 and verse 1.
You know?
Right? And somebody else give me Second Esdras chapter 1 and verse 5. I want Second Esdras chapter 1 and verse 5 first.
Bring it out, bring it
Second
out.
Esdras chapter 1 and verse 5.
Bring it out.
And it says, go thy way and show my people their sinful deeds.
Right, so that's what we come out here to do,
That's
man.
right,
We out here
right.
to show these so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans your sinful deeds, man. Right, tell you to come back to the Lord, man. Teach you your God-given nationality and your heritage, man. Right, read on.
And their children, their wickedness,
Right.
which they have done against me, that they may tell their children's children.
So, hey, we can break this cycle that we in right now.
That's
man.
right.
So, hey, our children's children will be able to grow up knowing that they Israelites, man.
right.
Knowing that they got to keep the high holy days.
That's right.
Knowing that they got to keep the Sabbath day. Right? Bring this up.
This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 1, verse 5.
Bring it out.
Behold, Salakia, verse 3.
it out.
Why dost thou shew me iniquity and cause me to behold grievance? For spoiling and violence are before me.
Right.
And there are that raise up strife and contention. Therefore the law is slack.
What the Lord say?
Therefore the law is slack.
Right, the law is slacked right now, man. We don't. Our people not keeping the laws, man. Our people don't even know about the laws, man.
Right.
Our people could care less about the laws, man.
Right.
Therefore, is the law slack, man. Well, I don't know what that street is called over there, where all the strip clubs. Hey, the law is slacked over there. That's
right.
The law is complete. Hey, nobody knows what's going on.
Right.
Right. Everybody's just doing and fulfilling their own lust, man.
Right.
Becoming wanderers among nations, man.
See that?
Right. Bring this up.
The mighty prophet Hosea, chapter 14 from the top.
Bring it out.
Go to 9 in the last verse. 9 and 17. About to show.
Chapter 9 and verse 17.
Bring it out.
My God will cast them away because they did not hearken unto them.
Because they did what?
Because they did not hearken unto him.
Hey, the Most High will cast you away, man. Because why you don't want to hearken unto the words of the Lord, man?
Right.
You'd rather smoke cigarettes and walk down the harbor, man, than get the words of the Lord, man. Because you'd rather go down Baltimore Street and walk up and down the strip clubs because, hey, read.
And they shall be wanderers among the nations.
And if you go down there, that's all you see, man. It's people just being wanderers among the nations, man.
Right.
Right.
Not knowing anything. They dead spirits, man.
Right.
Dead souls, dead people, man.
Right.
Just walking. Right? It's not a strange thing to see a dead person walking. We see it all the time.
God.
Right? Hey, sister. Hey, family. Hey, sister. You got 2 minutes? Can I read you one scripture?
No, I really gotta get the kids home. Thank
You
you.
love God? Can you listen to one scripture?
One scripture, sister.
One scripture.
Come home, sister.
Our people don't got time for one scripture, man. One scripture, right? Getting my kids home is more important, right?
Right.
What's going on? Hey, brother. You got 1 minute? 1 minute. Yeah.
No.
1 minute. One scripture, brother. Come on, brother. Brother, you gotta man up.
Man up.
Right? And sister, you gotta reprove him, man. Right? Hey, family. Y'all got 1 minute? Y'all believe in God?
Absolutely.
I'll read you one scripture. One scripture, brother. One scripture.
Give it to me right now.
All right, let's get it. Right? Give me Deuteronomy 28:16.
This is
Right, I want to show you something.
This
Look,
is
we about to read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Right, it said the Lord will bring a people into Egypt again. Right, you know what that word Egypt means?
Egypt.
Yeah. Right?
This is Exodus chapter 20, verse 2.
Bring it out.
I am the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt,
out of the house of bondage.
Right, it said out of the house of bondage. Right, so now let's plug that in there. Now that we know what Egypt is going to. You ever heard of the Israelites? Right, when they was in Egypt, they was what? They were slaves.
Right.
Right, so this time he said, hey, they gonna go with ships this time.
That's right.
Right, what people went into slavery on ships?
Say again.
What nation of people went into slavery on ships? You said, huh? Africans? Right, our people. Right, the so-called black men. Right, because we're not the same people as Africans. If you ask an African if they people went into slavery on ships, they're gonna tell you no.
Right.
I promise you. Right? Read it.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Right? Our people are the ones that went into slavery on ships, right?
Right.
They didn't go into slavery on ships.
Right. No, they didn't.
Right? They funded it. Right. You know?
by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again.
You ever seen your homeland, brother?
Not yet.
Not yet. Where's your homeland at? You know where it is?
You talking about where we come from?
Yeah.
We come from Africa.
You come from Africa?
The word Africa. There's something behind that as well.
Right. It wasn't. It's called Africa.
Exactly.
It's called Ham before. Right. You from the land of Jerusalem, brother.
That's right.
You from the land of Israel. Right. Give me Galatians 4:26.
This is the book of Galatians, chapter 4, verse 26. But Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all.
Right. Jerusalem, which is the mother of us all. Right. Now we gotta finish this one.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Right, we haven't seen our homeland as a nation of people again.
Right.
Right. Even if you say Africa, we ain't all been back to Africa.
Right.
Nation of people. We definitely haven't been back to Jerusalem as a nation of people.
That's right.
We got imposters over there in that land.
Right. And there ye
shall be sold unto your enemies.
Right. Who was we sold to when we got off the ships? Okay. That's right. Right, but it's coming out the Bible, brother. That don't. You said, huh?
Galatians 5.
What about, you want to read Galatians 5? You want to read the whole chapter?
No.
What about Galatians 5?
Read the first 5 verses.
What about it? Just read it. What about it?
The same way we let you guys read, we can't be divisive and say, I'm going to pull these scriptures and I'm going to alleviate or ignore the rest. Either we're going
So you don't agree that we went into slavery on ships?
Absolutely.
So what you mean?
But I also...
So just read Galatians 5 now.
Okay, we're going to read Galatians 5 and 1.
This is the book of Galatians, chapter 5, verse 1.
Bring it out.
Stand fast, therefore, in the liberty wherewith Hamashiach hath made us free, and be not entangled again with the yoke of bondage. Behold, I, Paul, say unto you, that if ye be circumcised, Hamashiach shall profit you nothing.
Right, that's it on that. So what you take from that? What you want us to read? Why you want us to read that?
It all ties in with what happened with slavery.
You said what?
I said
I said it all ties in with what happened with slavery and all of that.
So what you implying? What you trying to say?
Doc, I ain't trying to say anything. Man, respect. Yeah, I'm not a slave.
You said you're not a slave? You pay taxes?
Say again?
Do you pay taxes?
Do I pay taxes? No, I don't.
You don't, brother. You know damn well you pay taxes.
Right.
We all pay taxes, brother. Right? You funding all these buildings that you see right now. Right? If you do the wrong thing, brother, if you jaywalk, you can go to jail. Right, bring this up.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48.
Bring it out.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things.
And that's in one of all things, brother. You're a slave, brother.
Right.
Bring this up.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 6, verse 12.
Bring it out.
And their houses shall be turned unto others.
Shall be what?
Shall be turned unto others.
His house has been turned, his land has been turned unto others.
Right.
Talking about I'm not a slave no more, but grew up in slavery, man.
Right.
Literally grew up in a land that he knows not, man.
Right.
Grew up in a land that's not ours, man. Right? He don't even know where his homeland is, yet he's not a slave, though. Right? He's not destroyed, though. Read.
With their fields and wives together, for I will stretch out my hand upon the inhabitants of the land.
Right, that's it on that, right? Give me Jeremiah chapter 5 verse 2, or it's like, give me Jeremiah chapter 5 verse 3.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 5, verse 3.
Yeah.
O Lord, are not thine eyes upon the truth? Thou hast stricken them, but they have not grieved.
It said they have not grieved, man. Are not thy eyes upon the truth, man? Right. The Most High has done. The Most High, had all hell come upon our people, man. Right. We are literally at the bottom of society right now, man. But it said they have not grieved, man. The Most High has stricken our people and smitten our people, and our people still want to stay in the same ways, folly and vanity that they in right now, man.
Right. Thou hast consumed them, but they have refused to receive correction.
Hey, the Most High, we refuse to receive correction, man. We've been consumed as a people, and we still don't want to get out of the situation, man. Everybody want to sign bills. Hey, we got to sign legislation laws. We got to do this. We got to march. But nobody want to come back to the words of the Lord. Right, Redon?
They have made their faces harder than a rock.
Hey, you're hard head, man. Right, you're sadists. You stupid, man. Right, Redon?
They have refused to return.
Read.
Verse 6. Aslakia, verse 4. Therefore I say, surely they are poor. They are foolish.
They are what?
They are foolish.
They are what?
They are foolish.
Yeah, a lot of our people foolish, man. And it's sad, man. A lot of our people foolish. They wise in other things, but they feel like they know everything. Right? When they know nothing, man. Right, read on.
For they know not the way of the Lord, nor the judgment of their God.
Right? They know not the way of the Lord, nor the judgment of their God. Hey, King, you got 1 minute for me? 2 minutes, brother. Come on, brother. Come on, brother. Come on, brother. Come on, brother. Y'all buying my food over. Come on, brother. 2 minutes.
He said we buying it.
That's what I was. You said you listened already?
Yep.
What's your nationality?
Huh?
What's your nationality, King?
We don't know anymore.
I'm an Israelite now.
You said That's what you are, brother. You're an Israelite. You're a mighty king upon the earth.
That's right.
You gotta take pride in that.
That's right.
You gotta say, yeah, hey, I'm an Israelite.
That's right.
I guess so.
African American. I know that.
Oh, praise. Right? How you know that? Right? You know some commandments?
I know it's about 613 of them.
And you gotta, and what you gotta do with them?
Oh, you gotta abide by every last one of them just so you can be able to get to where you need to go. I know that for
That's right.
Rev over there was just helping me out right
For about 40 minutes.
About 40 minutes, he just put it in there.
So you gonna get you some fridges?
I'm going, no.
Set it up? Yeah, brother, you can get you some fringes, man. Put some gold fringes around the tank top. Get style out in this thing, right? The sister, she can get her a beautiful dress, man. That can be walking like kings and princesses upon her. That's a beautiful thing to be able to do that. Right? That's what we got to do in these last days. Real quick, give me Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 5.
Bring it up. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4, verse 5. And it reads, behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments.
Hey, you've been taught statutes and judgments by the elder, right? We don't?
Even as the Lord my God commanded me.
Right, we've been commanded to come out to the highways and byways to do this to our people, right? We're not just doing it just to take up people's time.
Right.
Just because we don't got nothing else better to do. So we're like, hey, let's all come out here and just talk. Nah, we do it because we was commanded to, right? We don't?
That ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them.
And what?
And do them.
I want you to keep these commandments to the best of your ability.
Right.
Not just because you heard it, right? Because you want to, man. Because you love the Lord, man.
That's right.
That's how you show the Lord you love him, man.
Right.
By doing what? Keeping the commandments. Read on.
And do them. Slakia. For
Bring it out.
You'll start at 5.
Slakia. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom.
For this is your what?
For this is your wisdom.
And your understanding in the sight of the nation.
Right, so they can look upon you and say, man, that looks like a wise man. He don't look lost. He don't look like a nigga. Right. He look like he knows something.
Right.
He look like he knows a little something. Right. What's going on, King?
Hey, come on, King.
Come talk to me.
2 minutes, man. 2 minutes, brother.
2 minutes, brother.
2 minutes, couple scripts.
2 minutes, brother. You hit, brother. What's your nationality?
What's your nationality?
We definitely did.
Right, but hey, read on.
Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation.
This what?
This great nation.
A bunch of niggas.
This great nation. This great nation. This great nation. This great nation is a wise and understanding people.
So they can look at us and say, this is a wise and understanding people.
That's right.
So the next time y'all walk past the harbor, man, we can say, hey, there's some wise brothers and sisters.
That's right.
Some wise and understanding people, man. Right, and then we can salute you, man. Say, hey, Shalom, King. Shalom, sister. And you'll be able to know and say, hey, I'm an Israelite, man. Right. You'll be able to stand bold in that truth, man. Right, real quick, give me First Ezra. Right, give me the book of First Ezra, chapter 4 and verse 38.
Teacher.
Right, First Ezra chapter 4 and verse 38.
This is the book of First Ezra, chapter 4 and verse 38. And it reads.
Bring it out, bring it out.
And it reads, as for the truth.
As for the what?
As for the truth.
Read.
It endureth and is always strong.
And is what?
And is always strong.
All right, drop down to verse 41.
Verse 41. And with that he held his peace. And all the people then shouted and said.
What they shout?
Great is truth.
What they say?
Great is truth.
What they shout?
Great is truth.
Hey, great is the truth, brother.
Right.
This is a great thing that you've learned, man. You know, people in the earth don't know that they Israelites. Right. Don't know who they are. Don't know their customs. Don't even know how to get the kingdom of heaven. Hey, that's right. Almost everybody, man.
Right.
You got so many people that walk up and down the harbor all day long, not knowing who they are.
Right.
They might never even find out, man.
Right.
But y'all got an opportunity to be able to, keep these things and have a chance to obtain everlasting life. Man. Right. Read that one more time, Shah. Give me the
Cant.
Isaiah chapter 20.
And with that he held his peace. And all the people then shouted and said, great is truth and mighty above all things.
Straight like that, it's mighty above all things.
Right.
That's because Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 19. Ye be willing and obedient, ye shall eat the good of the land.
Right, if you be willing and obedient, you'll receive the things that the Father says, man.
Right.
But if you refuse and rebel, ye shall be devoured.
Right.
With the sword.
With the sword.
For the mouth of the Lord has spoken.
Straight like that, man. See, I got a choice today, man. You got a choice. Right? The Sabbath starts today is Sunday. Right? You got a choice. Are you going to keep the Shabbat, man? Are you going to keep the Sabbath, or are you going to go and profane?
That's right.
Right? You got a choice. And you got a chance to go get some fringes, man.
Teach y'all.
Right? Hey, you got to, are you going to wait 3 months, 5 months? You going to wait a year? Right? When all hell is breaking loose around the world. Right. We at the end, man. The end is now. All these different things that you see. Real quick, somebody give me Mark 1 and somebody give me Mark chapter 13 and 1. Mark 13 and 1. Right? All these different buildings and things that you see around you, brother, they're not going to
The book of Mark, chapter 13, from the top.
Bring it out.
And as he went out of the temple, one of his disciples said unto him, Master, see what manner of stones and what buildings are here.
Right, you see all these buildings, brother. Take a look around you, man. At all these buildings, man. All these different things, all these stores that you see around you. Read.
And Jesus answered said unto him, seest thou these great buildings? There shall not be left one stone upon another. It shall not be thrown down.
Right, straight like that, man. All these different things that you see, there's not going to be left one of them, man. That shall not be thrown down, man. You living in the end times, brother. In the midst of prophecy, man. I see people saying it all the time. They be like, we living in the time of Revelations, this and that. And they barely got understanding of it, man. But they can't even see with their eyes that they living in the end cage.
Right, T-Talk.
Right, so with knowing that, you got to make haste to keep these commandments. You got to make haste to, follow in your truth, man. Right, everybody say, I'm looking for my truth. Well, the truth is right up here, man. Everything that you've been seeking is right there in the scriptures, man. It's right there for you, man. Cant, bring this up.
The book of Psalm, chapter 119, verse 60. I made haste.
I made what?
I made haste.
I waited.
I made haste.
3 months.
I made haste.
Read.
And delayed not to keep thy commandments.
Straight like that, man. You gotta make haste, man. Right, this is a beautiful thing that you see right up there. Right? Right, give me something.
It's the book of St. John, chapter 8, and verse 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
Right, straight like that, man. The truth shall make you free, man. Right, bring this up.
This is the book of 2nd Esdras.
Bring it out.
And it reads, for Esau is the end of the world.
The Lord say,
For Esau is the end of the world. For Esau is the end of the world. And Jacob is the beginning of it that follows.
Straight like that, man. The next mighty powerful speaker is going to come out.